That only defeated the French, because when the French was fighting in Europe, their own revolution, the British seen Haiti, figured that, hey, this is vulnerable. So let's go attack Haiti while the slaves there were uprising. But when they attacked Haiti, the Haitians weren't there, defeated the British. The Spanish come attack it too, because everybody was fighting for land. You know. The Spanish was next door. They attacked it too, so the Haitians defeat them too. Right? Napoleon said his brother-in-law, a man named Francois Leclerc. Francois Leclerc, when he had a wife. Can you imagine a man of a war and carry his wife? The man carried his wife, Josephine, Napoleon's sister. Carry his wife because in a female, Napoleon said, don't be the Africans down there. Go back and take back that island. And so, when Francois rode out onto the field of battle, Toussaint rode out onto the field of battle. Because there's another little mythology we have to display. Toussaint was already a general in the army. Toussaint's sons lived in France and they were generals in the army. Toussaint was already leading soldiers in a war before the Haitian Revolution began. So Toussaint wasn't a little bush doctor, who the Haitians just called to come lead them out. He was a general, he was a leader already. And so when Leclerc confronted Toussaint, Toussaint offered him a truce. He said, if you surrender, surrender. And Leclerc laughed. And Toussaint was a baby man. And when Leclerc blew, the whole of the French army was surrounded. And they were defeated. Kill off the them. Send back Josephine. Send back Leclerc to France. I said, no. Nobody is going to go on to revolution. So that's one revolution. Then there were many more. The revolutions in 1760. There were revolutions in 1700s. The revolutions were 10 to 15,000 black people in London. No, it's another mythology that there was not happening in London. There were revolutions in Portugal. For those of us who watch football, we say we got black men play for Portugal. Wonder where they come from. All of them never come from Africa or play. They lived in Portugal. There's a place in London called Blackfriars Bridge. Why do they call it Blackfriars Bridge? Because over 15,000 black people living in London rebelled against domestic slavery because of the climate in London. They couldn't have plantations. They had domestic slavery. People living in houses. People had to sleep on the concrete. People were enslaved in London had to sleep on the concrete in the houses. At night, when it was cold, they had to bathe outside in the winter, in freezing water. They rebelled. In London, in the 1700s, people were doing everything. And there was many other revolts. In Jamaica, where the major revolts that happened was the Sam Shah revolt. People need to revisit that. Over 300 plantations in the Sam Shah. It spread all the way in any Gulf, Westmoreland, St. James, and Hanover. It was not like a simple thing where some shop just come and talk and then arrest him and hang him. Because when they teach children that, that's what they teach them. You know? And it was very, very bad for the British. And they never liked that idea. Right? So that was another area. And so that we look at the myth of freedom. So 1729 was some freedom. Then 1794 to 1804 was another moment in Ethiopia. Then 1807, William Wilberforce and Granville Sharp and some other abolitionists launched a campaign, and that's a result in the abolition of slavery. So that moment now, they would stop the slave trade. Nobody could buy and sell Africans in the British colonies. But it continued apace. Because outside of Britain, the French still have continued to do them work. The Spanish still have continued to do them work. The Dutch, history as Eurocentric history, has played the Dutch off as somebody who never enslaved people. But the Dutch were the major financiers of enslavement. The major major financiers. They were the ones who conceived and lay off the plantation and funded and ensured the shipping. And so somehow history has absolved them of their role because they said they were not major plantation owners, they were the investors. They were the ones who were reaping the profits from the plantation. And so after a while now, the 1807 moment, people are free. No more enslaved. Nobody can buy. Then from 1807, it take another number of years to turn this war. And then say, all right, we're going to prepare you to be free. And I myth again. You're not good enough for us to say you're free. We're going to prepare you. And we're going to give you 4 years to prove to us that you are worthy of this freedom that we're going to give you. I'm going to give you this freedom. So for 200 years, for 300 years, people have been working for free. And then suddenly they are let loose. They are going to be let loose. They can't own no land. In 1824, the Emancipation prohibited black people from owning land unless they own X amount of property. Contradiction. Contradiction. How we own property if you're not even a citizen where you are, right? So they said, and not only that, they found out that during apprenticeship they had to go back on the plantation or work for slave master. Whatever they worked for would be used to pay lodging, would be used to pay for food, would be used to pay for clothing. So in the end, when they don't work, they never get the money. Because the money will take. The money will take to pay for lodging. Because listen, you know, you're free, but you can't own house, you can't own land, you can't get job. So you go back and work for the same man who just free you. And when you go back and work for the man who just free you, you say, all right, you have to pay for lodging, you have to pay for food, you have to pay for clothing. So when the apprenticeship done, you get the money really. And you know that notion of apprentice continued for a while, you know, because after a while when a man was, I encountered an older man, he said when you was an apprentice, you don't get nothing, you just go work, and a man just train him, and don't get nothing. And for years upon years, he turned comprenter. Man say comprenter, you don't get printer, man. You just have to make it tag along. And whatever you learn, and maybe you have to apply your trade somewhere else. I said, mythology of this apprenticeship again. The church tried, the Baptist church tried to build something with them called free villages, Slide of Faith, and Martha Brain, and a whole heap of free village system all over Jamaica too. Ameliorate the condition of slavery and to prepare people for apprenticeship. And during apprenticeship, we must always prepare them called them stipendary magistrates. These men were supposed to oversee apprenticeship and to get the planters to comply with the conditions of apprenticeship. Apprenticeship failed miserably. Some of the stipendary magistrates then fail on the job. They give them 1 horse, they pay them £300 a year. They were supposed to go around and observe the system, but of course, the system wasn't working, so apprenticeship was a miserable failure. So, alright. So 1700, 1794, 1807, 1834, then finally 1838, the free. Because after apprenticeship, you know, were the conditions that anybody over 6 years had to be an apprentice for 8 years. Anybody over 6 years old had to be an apprentice for 8 years. So you couldn't be free. So 1838, they went, all right, we're going to free everybody. And then they went and free. And we'll celebrate that tomorrow. My question is, if you free somebody in 1834, the law still stated that they could vote, can be a part of government. And a citizen of the country can't own land. So here you are free, you can vote, You're not a citizens, they can't hold you. So what is the extent of your freedom? What's the extent of your freedom? What kind of freedom is that? So, it go on till 1941, right? Where they say, okay, these people, we need them to legitimize now independence, right? You have to train them to be responsible. They never say that, but we need to train them to be responsible. So that they give them the right to vote. They call it universal. The word suffrage is important. Universal adult suffrage, right now to vote. But here the catch now with that. I was some people fought for. You still have to own at least 5 acres of land. And then fight that I'm struggling and they say, all right then. Yeah. Because before that, for 2 years under universal adult suffrage, when the man could have voted, when the men could vote. Here's the phrase, one man, one vote. You think that mean when they say one man, one vote, they were talking about women. They were talking about women, they were talking about men. One man, one vote. Because of chattel slavery, the woman was considered to be so inferior that she could understand those complex thoughts, like government. A woman must understand the idea of government, responsibility. He couldn't ask her to vote. So some English woman, a woman named Mary Wollstonecraft, campaigned to give women the right to vote. And so 2 years after 1944, women were given the right to vote. So our time of freedom. Our time of freedom. So that's 1944. So 6 times after 1944, people have been free. Then now, 1962 now. You say, all right. The people them from 1838 and free. Maybe now they can't have them one vote. So again now, they will legislate and sign up some papers. So here, the independent now. Take it. But when you take it, anybody is swearing, still have to swear allegiance to it. The queen was still the head of what? The state. We still had to represent the queen here. Governor General. So here's the freedom now. We still can't decide which court is our court. The Prime Minister to say, I swear allegiance to Her Majesty and her heirs and successors. See now, swear allegiance to Her Majesty, you have swear allegiance to her son, and his son after that, and his son after that. So if she dead, you have swear allegiance. So you say, I swear allegiance to Her Majesty, her heirs and successors. But you are free and independent. If you try man in court, and the man feels say you have been done wrong, you appeal to Her Majesty. You see Privy Council. Privy Council comes from Her Majesty's private council. The Queen had these men, these legal minds, who used to give her advice. They call her private councillor. So the Privy Council, again, represents the Queen. And we're going further the Privy Council. You're not trying a case, you know. You know, some lawyers sit down, go for them. And they're in the same way we go for them, sit down. And you have to pay money. And you go to them, and the lawyer presents the case. And they listen to it. And if they find loopholes, they might keep it out of session. No, if you go back to death row. So here you are again appealing to the Queen. Again, in your freedom. So in 2014, we still have a problem because we're still debating whether we should still be part of the Commonwealth. We're still debating if we should have the Privy Council, to the extent where some men are saying that the local judges and lawyers are too biased if we entrust them with as our final court. I say the CCJ can't be our final court because the men who are sitting there are Jamaicans and black people, and they might not be Chairman. They might not be rational enough to judge their own people. So these Europeans know where the vote from us who don't know we. They're more rational than we. We can send for they're dividing their thinking. They are more rational than us. So here we are, 1700, 1800, 1900, 2000 into 2014, and we're still battling with notions of freedom. So is it real or is it a myth? The only people who are really truly free and who have suffered from it are the Haitians. They defeated slavery. They defeated that. They never had to beg Napoleon for anything. They never had to beg. As a matter of fact, one of the time Napoleon approached through one of his emissaries to Toussaint. He said, join my army. We're revolutionaries together. We can conquer this place and re-establish the French Empire. So Napoleon said, how can I be Francois? Toussaint said, how can I be a general in your army when I defeated you? You should be a general. You should be a general in my army. I defeated you. How are you making me an offer to be a general? You should be a general. So you never really, the Haitians never asked or petitioned like us for independence. Or have a form political parties and petition Her Majesty. And then parties are split up to it. And one of them saying love the king. One of them saying they want to be a republican. Because some of our politicians have been on record to say they would prefer if we still had and the way some politicians are on record some of the early father of the nation on record as saying QC, Queen's Council, whatever they are. So the mythology for me has been, what is it about freedom that we have embraced? What is it that shows? What is it that we have taken from the idea that we have been free so many times? So we are the only people that have been free 7 times. The Americans take away the freedom from the British. The Asians take away the freedom. And other people have done that. Give me liberty or give me death. We have legislated our freedom so much that we are now still wondering, can we have the CCJ? How are we going to manage the European Council? The Governor General is still there. He still leave and go kneel down in front of Her Majesty for her to take the sword and put her both and shoulder. And when he get up in the Patrick Allen, order of the Grand Knight Cross, order of the King's Council, order of this. When he's done, he have so much thing behind the name and he can't remember half of it. And we're we still have a governor, we still have a king's house. We still have a king's house. Before they turn it into a museum, our dark house, we don't call it the king's house. So this is the problem I have with the idea of notions of independence and ideas of freedom. So ladies and gentlemen, give thanks for listening to